Okay, let's go.
Warning, this show may contain adult language, questionable life choices, and unsolicited opinions.
You've been warned. Welcome to Sugar, Spice, and Bad Advice.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Yvette.
Let's get messy. Okay, so we're going to start off with Love is Blind, and we're on episodes
7 and 8.
7, 8.
Yeah, so
7, 8.
The last 3 episodes of this show, we talked about the first
breakups.
6 episodes. Yes. The engagements and the breakups.
Mm-hmm.
So catch up on those for sure. And if you like those videos, please give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and follow because we will be putting up new episodes every week with Love is Blind recaps and a lot of other fun stuff. So now we will go ahead and dive right in. We are now in Honduras.
Yes, we're in Honduras.
With the engaged couples. Everyone is going to go meet up and have this little time to finally get
week together.
Yeah. And they will be in the same resort as each other as the other engaged couples, but they won't be hanging out. Yeah. They'll be doing separate stuff until they have
formal introduction.
They go and hang out like at the bar and stuff, right? So right away, Joey and Monica, they're
so wild.
They're right away. They're trying to figure out, okay, like what are the quirks?
Yeah.
What are the things that we have to like work through? I think that everybody's kind of right there. You know what I mean? Like, do you snore?
Yeah.
How are the sleeping arrangements? You know, getting comfortable with being together physically or not. You know, not everybody does that.
I know. I do think this is kind of like a weird situation. Could you imagine being like told you have to sleep in the same bed with somebody you've never really met?
I
feel like that's such an uncomfortable, awkward situation that I don't even know if I could do that.
That's such a good point. And
I feel like no matter what, I don't care that you guys have talked to each other.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they haven't talked to each other that much, but I mean.
I know they say like they don't have their phones and it's 10 days and it's just talking to these people and that's it. But at the same time, it's still.
You still don't know this person.
Yeah. It's still
and now you're going to share a hotel room and a bed with them for a week.
Yeah. And then all your habits and all the poops and like. The messiness
and no makeup, and then I mean you're not going to be able to be on your perfect, most best behavior for that whole week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and that's another thing too. Like having to see like I know a lot of girls are like insecure about showing their faces without makeup, and that's like this is what you really got to deal with. But actually, a lot of these girls seem fairly natural. Like
they do. Nobody seems quite super overdone.
Yeah, no, they all seem very minimal with the makeup. So that's nice. But I definitely know that I would not feel comfortable
sleeping in a bed.
With
me neither.
Like that. I'm like, can you sleep on the couch?
Yeah. Why weird? Yeah.
Or, like,
too soon.
Yeah. Give me a day.
I know.
Give me a day. But I mean, some people dive right in. You know, like some people are they're so into the experience and they're
just this is what it is. We're gonna take it for what it is.
Like it's like they've known each other, and I know they do feel like they've known each other for years. But that's not the reality.
Yeah, that's not real.
Whatever.
Who
am I to judge? David Lauren, he's just so annoying. Like, can he just give a girl a compliment and like just leave it alone? Does he have to always like give a backhanded like remark about?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I know that he said his mother had passed away, but I'm like, did she not teach you like? Were you not listening? Did your parents not teach you like how to treat women?
No, honestly, like what is going on?
It's like this frat boy mentality that he has that it keeps going, but you're way too old for that. Like so too old for that frat boy mentality.
It's like they lose their mom and they lose all sense of like
respect for women.
Yeah. It's like my mom's gone, so I'm just gonna be terrible to every woman that I come across.
Like a douchebag.
Yeah, because I'm upset that my mommy's not here.
Yeah, and then she's like talking about how he was crying.
Well,
okay, because they have a little drama. So apparently before they left for the show, she had some sort of a relationship.
Lauren did, yeah.
Lauren had some sort of relationship with some guy who happened to be friends with Dave's friends.
Right, they've got mutuals in common.
They have mutual people in common. But
according to her, it wasn't like a serious thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a serious thing.
It was like a hookup, like here and there. They met on Hinge, supposedly.
Okay, well, how did his friends meet her then? because that means he would have had to bring her around.
That's the thing.
And so if it was just a hookup,
yeah, if they know that you're going to go on the show, word gets around fast. People talk. So they probably talk to the friends and like,
oh, she's going to be on a show.
Like there's this girl.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be dating somebody who's going on a dating show to go find the love of their life.
Yeah, I feel like
so why was he bringing you around his friends if it wasn't serious? A guy, if you're just fucking a guy, he's not going to bring you around his friends.
Didn't she say something about that he was dating one of her old coworkers or one of her friends like a while back, and that's how she already kind of knew him?
Were saying that.
No, but I feel like she said that, and then they were like kind of like like it wasn't. She's like I hooked up in like a week before, but it wasn't like a serious thing. She from her side, she says from her side it wasn't serious, but maybe he felt some other way. And then they're trying to go back and forth about whether this guy's just looking for clout, which could be the case for sure. But I mean,
I don't know how much clout you're going to get from that. But
yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like if you're not seeing this guy as serious, then I could see why she would still go on the show, because it's like why does she have to restrict herself?
A little too dramatic over this. Why are you fucking crying over it?
She cries every time. I think because Dave is just so like looking for any reason to like give her shit.
Oh.
And leave, and leave, like, and negs her for everything. And she's like, well, this is the one valid thing that he actually has on her. But even then, it's
they must be from a pretty small town, because
everybody, I feel like it keeps on like that's
coming
like
back
been the
to that, like
thing.
I might have known, or you have
you might have followed me, or I might follow you, or I know we have a lot of them have mutual friends in common. So I'm just learning that Minneapolis is very small. Minnesota, can't let the accent. Joey's got it real hard. Minnesota. He does that like
I know side talk. Minnesota.
You know Bobby's World, the mom.
Yes.
Don't you know?
Don't you know, Bobby?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah, and I feel like he says that too. Okay, so yeah, Dave just and Lauren, just why did you pick him?
Like
why did you pick him? I'm mad at you for picking him.
And what the fuck, Dave? Do you care so much what your sister thinks?
Honestly.
Like you're crying, oh, my sister isn't being accepting. Who the fuck cares? Your sister, if this is real, your sister's gonna fucking come around.
No, I feel like everybody's just like blowing him up like this great person, and he's really believing that he's so great and he's just such a prize, and
all these people are gonna hurt him. Yeah, and he's such a baby. You're not a fucking baby.
Oh my god, you are literally such a jackhole. Like you're an ass and a half. What do you mean? You getting what you
stop being a fucking bitch. Quit acting like a fucking baby. Stop. Put some fucking man pants on. Put your big boy britches on. And let's be a man about it.
He doesn't want to
tell his the girl that you're banging has banged others. Just FYI, that happens. It's a thing.
That's
Like, stop acting like it's such a fucking dramatic thing.
She might have even like kissed somebody else.
I do kind of fucking think it's funny that they're put up in the same apartment building he lives in.
Oh, that's coming up in the apartments. Oh, right now, are we still in Honduras? Anyways, you'll know.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts, whatever. No, I mean, there's so many episodes we got to catch up on, guys. So just, you're fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, so in Honduras, they were there for a week, right?
Yeah, the 4 days maybe.
And then right away, so then they met everybody, and then right away Dave was like, "Oh, I wonder how it's gonna be when I meet Molly." Yeah, and Lauren's like, "Okay, like
Well, I'm gonna talk to her again.
I'm gonna talk to her." She's like, "Okay,
like."
And he's like,
a little nervous.
Why am I not getting a reaction? He lives for that. He wants to be the center, like, of attention.
Yeah, he wants the girl to be jealous. I love you.
Yeah. No, he's a mess. He's a freaking mess. And then the Devin and Virginia, they're just like, La La Land. I love you. Everything's so great and perfect. And Ben and Sarah.
And I honestly didn't think she was that into him. I didn't really think.
She's hard to read. She's very like.
I was like, I feel like Devin is really into this, and I'm like, is Virginia all into? Like,
yeah,
I don't
know. That's a good point, because I don't know. The other thing too, that Dave, God fucking damn it, Dave.
Stupid Dave.
It's going around talking to everybody about sex.
Oh my god!
You guys having
Shut
sex?
the fuck up! Why
are you guys having sex?
You're really that worried about it? You have only known each other for 4 fucking days.
I swear,
you have spoken to each other,
and all he says is how he's just gonna wait and like pressure Mo. Like it sounds like he's getting a lot of pressure.
Yeah. all you're doing is fucking talking about it. Why are you fucking asking everybody if they've had sex? Who cares?
Swear to God. You know, he reminds me of like when you're at the movie theaters with a guy and like you're just like trying to watch a movie, you can feel him staring at you and like you know that they're trying to make out and kiss you and you're just like not about it.
I don't want to kiss you. I can't look at you.
Like that's the vibe I get. Like I feel like Lauren's just kind of like she knows he wants it, but she's just kind of like I'm not comfortable yet. Like,
oh yeah, did you hear her first things like my wax? I'm like
48 hours.
I'm like I've never
heard that before. That you can't have any kind of sex for 48 hours after getting waxed.
Like, girl, why don't you just say that you're not ready to have sex and that you're
real.
holding
just
you're holding
real. Honestly,
so awkward.
Then again, snoring. Everyone's talking about snoring. Snoring is an issue. Okay, apparently snoring is just like everyone's. I mean, I hate snoring too, so I get it.
I do hate snoring too.
Oh, Ben and Sarah, they hooked up.
They hooked up. You knew they hooked up the first night. I feel like
she sat on it.
I feel like out of all of the couples, those two are going to be the ones who are going to be able to make it.
I think so. Actually,
I feel like they're both
so cheesy.
They are.
They're so cheesy. Like, it's a great day to have a great day.
Like, okay.
Are you guys fucking for real? Are you actual, really real people? Are you AI?
They're very compatible though, and I feel like they're complimenting each other very well. I'm not.
No, I think you're right. They complimenting each other very well. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's very strong in his faith.
Yeah,
and I don't think that she is. So I feel like that might be.
He goes to church every Sunday.
Yeah,
I think.
That might be a little harder. For them.
It might be
when it gets more deep depth.
I know that's gonna be something
that I feel like if she's not. She said she'll go to church with him. So, I mean,
right?
Cool.
I know. I just wonder if she's going to really, like, want to. I feel like she would go with him occasionally. I don't know if she would actually really want to be, like...
Going. A commitment.
Exactly. Consistently. I don't know. That's not... I don't see how that's going to...
Yeah. And faith is a big deal. And you have different beliefs and different... that is a definite... Could be a make or break.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. And the thing is, too, families...
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, families are another friggin'.
Yep. What your families are going to think of those people.
And if you're not, I feel like these people sometimes they kind of shoot themselves in the foot when they're not completely open with their family before they even go on the show.
I know.
So
Virginia, her family doesn't even know. How are you supposed to all of a sudden like? That right there is a big fucking red flag to me. Yeah. Like, your family doesn't know what you were doing. They just think you're on some fucking retreat. Like, how upsetting for poor Devin. And then, like, he's going to be the fucking surprise. Like, how poor fucking guy.
I know.
Poor fucking guy.
It's going to be interesting.
It's sad. And, like, I'm sorry, Virginia, that is a big fucking red flag, in my opinion.
I agree.
That you couldn't be open enough with your family, tell them what you were doing. Who cares what their opinion is? Everybody's going to have an opinion about anything you do, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, somebody's going to have an opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at least be open and upfront and tell them, and then go do it.
Yeah.
But don't involve, now you've involved somebody else in your life, and that's going to make that person uncomfortable.
Yeah. So for her, same thing with Dave and his sister.
Oh, yeah.
I think she just found out without him even telling her because everybody talks. So, like, yeah, people are going to find out when, like, you should just be honest. Just be honest. Right up front,
Let them have their opinions. They'll get the... Yeah. If you tell them right in the beginning, they'll have time to work it out for themselves.
Absorb it. Yeah, exactly. Now we are... I feel like the Honduras was, like, fairly quick.
Okay, what about Taylor and
Daniel? Okay, so Taylor and Daniel, they were able to move past the whole...
I feel like she's so... doesn't want to be with him. I feel like
she's trying to see it through.
Yes, I feel like exactly. I feel like she's made a commitment and she's gonna see. She's not gonna quit out yet. But I feel like if this weren't a show, that girl would have been gone.
Yeah, because she's not. You can see the hesitance.
Yes,
And like the mannerisms and like and the half smiles and
yes.
the little, like, you can, the body language is such a huge thing for girls. Okay, so we can see it, and the girls are not like overtly like.
But he's so like a fucking puppy dog. Stop telling her she's fucking beautiful. She knows she's beautiful.
Oh,
but you are going overboard.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Oh, yeah.
You are going overboard. Girls also don't like to be smothered like that either. Like, it's very nice to say it one time or whatever, but stop. Knock it the fuck off. You act like you've never done this before. Stop acting like you've never dated somebody before. Knock it off.
She seems like she loves it sometimes, and then sometimes she's like,
I don't know. I feel like it's like, okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I know, thank you.
Oh
You've told me 17 times today. I'm beautiful. Thanks.
Oh my God, thank you. Sorry, really quickly, going back to Virginia, she was hiding things from her family, but I feel like we've always felt like she was hiding something from the beginning.
Yeah,
remember we thought that she was like hiding a kid or something.
Yes,
and I don't know if maybe it's just because she's quiet that we feel that way, but like, yeah,
it feels like she has more to
secretive.
say. Like, you're not
she's holding something back.
You're not giving enough.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on behind? Like, just like, I feel like the wheels are turning, and there's a lot that she's not saying.
Yes, I feel the same. I feel like that shit's gonna come out.
Yeah,
I agree. Especially when you go to meet the families, like something you're hiding is gonna come out.
And then so now that's pretty much that was Honduras. Like, they're all just trying to figure out their own little quirks, and then now they're back. They start going back home.
Yeah, maybe jumping ahead, but
yeah,
an apartment.
Yeah, now they're in the apartment, and they went into the same apartment building. Everyone's staying in the same apartment building.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Except for a couple people.
It seemed like
Dave and Lauren, or there's two couples who have their own places.
No, but I still think that they just went home to
tour,
to get some stuff.
Okay,
and then they go back to their new apartment.
So all of the couples are staying in the same building, which also happens to be the building that Lauren's ex
so messy
is living in.
So messy. This boy that she supposedly was hooking up with, that David's friends are friends with, now lives in the same building
and
as
his
them.
friends are talking to his sister, and his sister's pissed about it.
Messy.
And it's so freaking messy. Goodness gracious. Then they got to figure out the chore duties, finances, their living situations. Like, they really got to plan for the future. Now they got to meet their families.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. There needs to be a show, very much like how, I remember MTV had Meet My Mom or Meet My Parents, or the parents pick the dates.
Pick the dates, yes.
Right? I feel like that needs to be a show, because let me tell you, the families fuck it up every time. They will come in and
they have such influence.
Rain on that parade. Let me tell you, so quick. So it doesn't matter what you think. They'll come in and make you think twice, 3 times, and completely talk you out of it.
They will ruin it.
They'll ruin it completely. So unless you're very firm and like the way you feel about the person, you're gonna be fucked. Like, they will get in your head.
You need to be very strong.
Yeah.
Because if that's how you truly feel, then it should not matter what.
Yes, because families affect relationships so much more than you realize. Like, we need to maybe get the parents, like, all the families get together. They pick out a couple, like, everyone agrees on, like, and votes these guys in.
Yeah.
If you steal my idea, you freaking owe me, okay? Say, like, 10 guys, a group of families, they pick 10 guys. The other side of the families pick a group of 10 girls. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, nominating people, I guess. Basically, the families are choosing the people, and then they, amongst those people, get to choose each other. And already they'll be accepted because the families chose those people.
Yeah, but I mean, do you really care what your family's opinion is on the guy that you date?
Some people do. So I guess it would be good for those people. Like, but yeah, like, that's the thing. Even if it's not, you never know. Just like with Love is Blind, it's like they never know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You never know. But I'm just saying, you really got to lock it in with your family.
I'd rather find my person than let somebody else find my person, though.
You know. The thing is, though, just be honest from the beginning. That with your family.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna have issues.
Or you already have set it up for fucking failure.
Exactly. Yes.
You're setting yourself up for failure if you're not honest with your family, especially in a situation like this. This is obviously not a typical situation, and only these certain amount of people are doing this. So, but I would definitely make the choice to be honest, because
I agree.
You are already setting up for failure.
Yeah. And now they're going to meet the families, and hopefully,
that goes okay,
because that could really go either way.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I feel like they've already kind of showed a little bit of Monica and Joey, like, meeting her family, right? And he was like kind of having a tough time with her sister. His sister,
I feel like that sister, Monica, your sister's jealous. She's jealous that you're getting married before her.
That was the first thing she said.
I know, and honey, your sock situation, I can't.
I am with Joey.
I am not with Joey on a whole lot of things, but the sock thing, I'm sorry, you're family and you don't share socks.
The communal sock bin? No, I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to share fucking socks.
Foot fungus, athlete's
foot, real.
Goodbye.
It's real.
Goodbye. No, I'm not sharing socks.
And I don't want to fucking share socks with a fucking bunch of people. So
cute, but no.
Oh, God.
Love that for you.
Love that for you. It's fucking weird. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
And I can see how Joey says, no, we're not doing that.
Joey, he shut that shit down.
Yeah, no, real quick. Sock bin. Fuck no.
You can tell he's very type A, even though he's like a goofy character. He's type A, and
he said that like he owns a house and like he's very good with money. And
I feel like she's a little bit messy. I was honestly. I will say, at first I thought they were both very much like golden retriever energy, but I can see how she might be the black cat sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because her sister did say, "It's like we like to nap," and like you could do better. You can get an Italian model. Like what is that?
This is not your type. Look at his hair.
Yeah. She's like, that's not the point. The whole point of this was to meet someone that I don't care about the looks. Like
that wasn't the first thing that drew me to them. So.
Oh my goodness.
But girl, your sister's jealous that you're getting married first.
Yeah.
She's jealous that her boyfriend's been a part of this family for a while and he ain't proposed yet. So just keep that in mind. You're just she's just jealous of you.
So
don't listen.
And I think he could see it too. He's like, yeah maybe there's some kind of jealousy there. Yeah, let's address that. Let's squash that because that sister is going to be an issue.
She is going to be an issue.
Yeah, like let's
she's always hating it, and she's met him and he was perfectly polite and
he was so nice.
Played along with them and all this stuff, and like
they're
she's just a hater.
Their random music.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Dude, I thought that her family was Hispanic because of the way she was talking about the music that they listened to and stuff. I assumed there was like salsa music and stuff and that they were like a Hispanic family because she's like, my dad likes to do all this. And I'm like, okay, so they're Hispanic.
No.
They're so white.
So white. They are so fucking white.
I was incorrect. But yeah, oh my goodness. That's literally in my notes.
But they're probably a lot of fun. I hope
hater.
Yeah. I hope that they're fun, that they're not just fun for camera, for show.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think the whole sitting around and playing instruments together, I feel like that was for show.
I don't know.
I think that's fucking weird.
It looked like they have done it before. Like they had the instruments just like, how would they randomly think of that to do for a show? Who does that? Like you can't, sometimes you just can't make shit up. And like, I feel like that's that case. Like these people just
do shit like that. Jesus Christ.
I'm learning that
I don't come from a family like that. Different.
Quirky.
Yeah, quirky.
Yeah,
That's our word, quirky. Yeah, they're a little different.
I don't know.
I did like the fire cut out front though. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I agree. The towns and the people seem lovely.
Yeah, they
did. Seem like very kind, wholesome people.
Yeah.
They're just a little quirky,
different,
a little different.
Maybe they look at us like that too. We're Californians.
Well, literally Californian. So yeah, we're the worst.
We're the worst.
You're so jaded.
I know, but it's okay.
It's okay.
We accept everybody.
So. Exactly. We love everybody. We accept everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for Love is Blind.
Yes.
For this episode, we still have a lot more to go through. We've got, that's going to be wrapping up episode 8. And then we've got 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. And then they're doing it.
Okay, so 11 and 12, and then they do the weddings.
Yeah.
The weddings,
episode
11 and 12.
13, March 7th, is the weddings.
Okay.
And then we'll get to see the real tea and who actually goes through with it and who gets left at the altar. Ooh. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen Married at First Sight?
No.
So that is people that literally get married at first sight and then live their lives together and then decide if they want to get a divorce or not. So they don't even get to meet before they get married. They're literally marrying, like meeting each other at the altar. I had a friend on that show. Well, not a mutual on that show.
Oh.
Maybe we'll get into that after Love is Blind is over.
Oh.
It's just messy. It
is. Oh my God. I don't think I trust somebody to do that.
I think some people have actually stayed together though for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's real. I'm telling you, these couldn't be me, but I love
it.
For
a lot of therapy. I feel like there would be a lot of therapy.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's something that you just do.
I think there actually has been people like that have come forward like that have lost their jobs, have needed therapy, have had like the production like mess with their minds.
I feel like that, but while you're doing that, I feel because you don't know each other and you guys just got married to one another, that maybe like a therapist would be a good mediator.
That's actually a good idea. Like, I think is it Married at First Sight that does that? Do they have therapists? Maybe they do.
I feel like you need like counseling.
Yeah, but counseling definitely.
Yeah,
I think they do. I think Married at First Sight does have counseling. They have counselors that like help you like get through. That's
good. I feel like that would be a must.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. Maybe we'll look into it and start watching it. I'll see what the latest season is.
Okay.
But besides that, we got some more Reddit stories, don't we?
Okay. Yes. So I have a spooky one, and I haven't read this one either. So it says the most believable ghost story you'll hear. So I don't know if that means that it's not true or if it is true.
Good point.
Okay. It's not very long though. Okay. So this happened to me 15 years ago when I was 17. I've never managed to find any sort of explanation behind it. I live in Scotland. I went for a run around a loop, which went from my village around a tarmac road, around 4 miles, then back to the village. It passed through farms, woods, and a few remote houses en route. It was mid-December, around 5 p.m., so it wasn't daylight. However, it wasn't dark. I was about 2.5 miles into the run with headphones in. As I was running, there was a long old farm building to my right, a field behind the hedge on the left, and then woods on either side of the road about 200 meters beyond this. I saw a man walking towards me. He had his head down, a beanie hat on, a dull-looking jacket. He had a particular build, similar to one of my friends, Ross. He was just under 6 feet, broad shoulders, not fat, but built. As I got closer, he moved into the shadows of the farm building to my right, so I pulled my headphones out as it was strange. I slowed to a walk as I was around 10 meters away and found he was gone. The wall was sandstone, but there was an old doorway which was previously bricked up. There weren't any other doors. Once I thought I had seen a ghost. I had the option to run back to the house, who I knew the person that lived there, or run through the road with woods on either side. I quickly decided I couldn't go to someone's house as I'd look weird, so I ran home via the woods. I told my mother about this when I got home. She said that I must have hallucinated, etc., and didn't believe me. What? The next day, she was at work and told her workmates the story. At the end of the story, one of the coworkers pulled her aside and asked what the person looked like. She told him he had a build like Ross, XX, who was well known. She went white and explained her husband's father had been cremated that day and used to walk from the waterworks along that road to his house each night after work. I saw it in the news a couple days later and statements saying Jimmy had been cremated that day. I've been back many times since and never seen anything similar. So you think it was
for sure
his friend's dad or this guy he knew's dad?
For sure. What else would... That's so creepy.
It is creepy. And things are so old out in Scotland.
I know. Running through the woods?
And anywhere in Europe.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Everything's, the old
I don't know. I feel like I would run back to the house and be like, I don't care if I look crazy.
Yeah.
Let me look crazy. The heck?
I don't know. That is creepy.
That's so creepy.
Especially being 17. And then you have to make that decision to run through a woods or run to somebody's house and seem like the crazy person.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'd rather seem like I'm crazy.
Yeah, you'd rather run to the person's house. Yeah, fine. I don't know. I don't know if I'd run through the woods. That might be a little
running
too
through the woods
out.
is a no-go for me. What?
I know.
What? No.
But I guess if you're used to, if that's a route. I guess that you've taken.
I don't know. That's just. As long as if it was, I mean, it's not like it was coming at her, right? She was just walking.
He was just walking
Okay.
with his head down.
Okay.
I know.
I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like
I hadn't read that story yet either, so I guess it's kind of a creepy story.
Creepy. I actually recently saw something. I think it was on social media. There was this like a mimic situation where this girl who was late to work.
Mm-hmm.
She had car trouble or something, and then when she got to work, she had coffee, and like I guess her coworkers were like, "Why didn't you get me a coffee?" And she's like, "Oh, I just got here." Like, you know, they're like, "What do you mean? I saw you in the break room an hour ago." And she's like, "What do you mean? Like, I was not here. I just got here." They were going back and forth. They finally decided to look up the footage, and you could see someone who looked exactly like her in the break room talking to that other coworker, and then leaves the break room, and then you see her just kind of wander off into another hallway, open a door, and then it's gone. Another time, the same situation with the same girl. She's in a coffee shop, and the person is like, "Oh, you're here again?" Like, and she's like, "Well, this is my first time here." She's like, "No, you were just here a little bit ago. You ordered a vanilla latte." The same. She's like, "So you must need a lot of caffeine today." And she's like, "No, it wasn't me." So it's like a recurring thing,
like a doppelganger,
like they call it like a mimic or something. I don't know, but like that's creepy.
That is creepy.
And
to have somebody that looks just like you,
yes,
wandering around the same place,
and talking to people and like interacting, and it's like they literally think it's you. There was more to the story. I'll like go back into it, but that was that just caught my attention. I was like, that's creepy.
Yeah, that would be very scary.
Because am I in like in a parallel dimension?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what's happening? Like, I don't like that. There's been some creepy things happening lately, so I feel like we've got some more stories that will be
there. There's plenty. Yeah, we should definitely do an episode on the unknown.
Yes, the unknown. We love to talk about spooky stuff, unsolved mysteries. So if you've got anything that you want us to talk about, please send it to us. If you've got any photos of your furry friends that you want to share with us, Tina is taking a nap.
She is.
But we definitely would love to feature your pets for a little shout out. So send us those. We are on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Please follow, like, and subscribe. All of the great things. Give us that support so that way we know what you like, and we'll give you more of that.
Yeah.
And
let us know, like, because when we're done with Love is Blind, let us know if there's another show that you want us to start.
Yeah, if not married,
talk about
First Sight, we can do a different one.
Yeah.
You just let us know, because I know we can watch together.
Yeah, we can.
You could take notes with us.
Exactly, and then let us know what you guys think.
Exactly. All right. Just remember, we're not experts, but we're definitely entertaining.
So take our advice with a grain of salt and maybe a shot of tequila.
Until next time, stay spicy. Bye.